for you guys. Someone earlier, actually, it was very recently, someone was like, could you eat some marshmallows? And I'm pretty sure I got a comment for that a couple other times earlier in the year. So here we are, 2026. We're having marshmallows. But not. Where's my scissors? But. Are those my scissors or not? Not just any scissors. Wow. Not just any marshmallows, but these. I came across these on Walmart. Stuffed puffs. Milk chocolate filled marshmallows. Like, that's pretty crazy. So let's go. How do I do that? How do I cut, like, right above the line? That's insane. Not a whole lot in this bag, but those are kind of big. Yeah, those are big marshmallows. So, all you need are graham crackers. And so, just to give you a closer look, see, not my setup is. There we go. So what we got there, these marshmallows are filled with milk chocolate, so you can take your s'mores and hot chocolate to the next level. Also, they're perfect for baking or snacking straight from the bag. I also saw that there was a caramel option too, and I originally had that one, but I decided at the last minute, like, I don't see how that's gonna mesh. So I went with the chocolate. So, alright, let's separate some of these things. You can definitely feel that firmness in the middle. Like, there's clearly something very solid in the middle there. You see? Okay, so I think we'll bite into it first and go from there. Whoa. What even? Wow. First off, that's good. That works out surprisingly well. I'm trying to figure out what this chocolate is on the inside, though. I'm gonna try to eat this whole one, like this whole piece all at once. But this chocolate reminds me of something. I can't keep my finger on it, but bottoms up. fantastic. With like graham crackers, like yes, if you made a s'mores out of these would be phenomenal. When I came in with my buddies a couple years ago, their thing was, they always make their s'mores with Reese's. So that was decadent. But it was like they used the Reese's and with, you know, the graham cracker and with marshmallows. But whew, this takes up another notch. But honestly, I kind of want to know what the caramel one tastes like now. It's almost like a little chocolate kiss. But it's very fudgy. Is that what the package said? Was chocolate fudge? No, it didn't. It just says chocolate. It's giving fudge. Or like Hershey's Kisses or something. In December, I made, what was it called? Brown butter Rice Krispie treats or something like that. And so I ended up having a lot of rice or a lot of marshmallows left over. But now I'm kind of like, oh, this wouldn't have worked actually. Now that I think about it, this wouldn't have worked. But tell you one thing, cooking with marshmallow is not fun. I wish I had gotten the caramel, because I want to know what that tastes like now. That's a very sweet chocolate though. It almost tastes too sweet to be even like a Hershey. Like this ain't a kiss, unless. Chocolate. This is great for like making a s'mores, absolutely, but enough to kind of face fast eating it outright like this. I'm not eating around it. I forgot just how good marshmallows are by themselves. Like, no wonder they're in so many different cereals, right? Because they're the perfect little complement to anything. That's weird. Is that like? What's going on in here? You see that? I'm getting so much light reflection that I really can't even see it myself, but It's so weird. Year that they were having that year where they were having, there was like some kind of marshmallow challenge where people were like stuffing their mouths with as many like marshmallows as they could. I won't be doing that, but do you remember? You know what? That chocolate reminds me of like holiday chocolate. Like you would get for Christmas or Halloween, like when they put like Halloween, or when they like shape like a chocolate in like the shape of like a random nutcracker or like a pumpkin or something, but it's like it's straight chocolate, but it's some kind of generic assorted chocolate from somewhere. That's kind of what this chocolate tastes like, you know what I mean? Like I definitely do not enjoy getting a powerful blast of that flavor. It's definitely not toned down at all. So, and it's really interesting because it looks like, I'm trying to figure out how they got these in here, because it's almost like there's a chocolate, but then there's marshmallow in the chocolate too. So, oh, was that what they did? I think that's exactly what they did. Yeah, so basically inside these is like a little marshmallow ball or square, I can't really tell. And inside that chocolate is a marshmallow. So I think I've had my fair share of these though. I'll tell myself. I tell myself, we'll just get regular marshmallows. But then I saw these and I thought, oh, that seems neat. And they are at first. But I think I'm better off just going with regular old marshmallows. So, but actually, you know what? I think that the caramel ones will work way better than this. Way better. So now I regret switching. I should have stuck with it. I should have stuck with that one and called it. But I didn't. I was like, no, I'll go for the chocolate because that makes sense. Chocolate and marshmallow, it just goes together. You don't often hear risk it, but I definitely wish I did know. So, because that's very rich. Chocolate, way richer than the marshmallow. And I don't know. I did not take a thumbnail. I forgot completely. So let's see if I can salvage a thumbnail out of this. My Apple Watch not charged, and then I have the viewfinder down here, and it's just so badly delayed. I don't know where it's at. Oh well. Oh well. I think that's the video, though. This was something. I'm acting like it was terrible. It wasn't terrible. I don't like that chocolate that's in there. You know what I mean? I don't think I would have. I mean, it's definitely not like Hershey chocolate, but I don't really care for Hershey chocolate either. You know what I mean? Like, or hell, maybe it actually is Hershey chocolate. I don't know. I feel like it isn't though. So it's very rich, very cocoa-y too. It definitely has a very cocoa-y. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like if you took like a hot cocoa packet of instant hot cocoa and solidified it. That's almost what that tastes like, you know what I mean? Sort of artificial, but it's chocolate. So how does actual chocolate taste artificial? I don't even want to look at these ingredients, do I? Sugar is the first ingredient because marshmallow. Corn syrup. Now why do you need corn syrup with marshmallow? Oh wait, no, that might be a regular product making a marshmallow. Milk, chocolate, and then in parentheses, sugar, cocoa butter, unsweetened chocolate, which I'm picking up on that unsweetened chocolate too. Whole powder, soy lecithin. I think I remember hearing some of that lecithin stuff. Lecithin. What is it? It does something. I think it allows the chocolate to hold its form. I think that's what that does. Particularly like when it's baking. So yeah, I think that's what it is. I act like I'm some kind of expert, but I'm not. Sweetened gelatin contains less than 2% of the following: modified starch, cornstarch, glycerin, natural and artificial flavors, salt, soy, lecithin. Again, how does that work? How is that listed on here twice, but under the second time it says less than 2%? Whoa. Okay, I'm skipping some because there's like this tetrasodium, pyrophosphate, citric acid, sodium bisulfite. I'm sure that has something to do with, again, with the chocolate's formation. Potassium sorbate. All these things are terrible. But here's what gets me. At the very end of this, blue one, the food coloring. Blue one. Where on here does that look like a valid ingredient? Blue one. This should not need blue one. And not only that, but what are they doing with the blue one? Right? Because all we have here is white and brown. Beige, but yeah, white and brown. So whatever they're doing with their concoction, they're concocting to make this. My guess is that that blue one is making it go back to a presentable color. So when they're fixing this thing, it's probably like a yellow. My guess is like it's a yellow. Yeah, a yellow. And then how would that work? How would you make it? How would it turn white so good. Not the gummy. The marshmallow part though is so good. So you have to leave it in the comments to let me know if you think I should try out the caramel one, because if nobody doesn't mention it, I'm not going to try it out because this is almost traumatizing. But I feel like that would work way better than that. And how can you go wrong with caramel anyways? Like, there's a lot of ways to go wrong with chocolate, clearly. But so, alright, I'm gonna eat half of this, the non-chocolate half. You can feel it. You can feel exactly where that piece is. It's right there. So I can eat completely around it. So, actually, I don't even think this is like a full chocolate ball because I didn't bite into the chocolate at all this time. So, it's like a chocolate dome. And like I guess that underneath it isn't completely. That's so odd because I can't really explain this. But I was happy I got a whole pack of like regular marshmallows. Easy peasy. But not these abominations. I'm being dramatic. But okay, we're not finishing that. Those last four are going back into the bag. Some way to, let's see, these are 70 calories each, which honestly, that's kind of impressive that it's so low considering how rich that chocolate is. Oh my goodness, we're not even talking about the grams of sugar in this, because I mean it was marshmallow, but it's expect it's literally just sugar, but it's got 1 gram of protein. That's interesting. And it's weird because protein isn't listed on here. So which one of these ingredients has natural protein in it? What is this? What is invert sugar? How did I miss that the first time? Milk sugar. So sugar appears on here, I believe, a staggering 4 times. How does that work? What's this company's name, anyways? Oh no, these are crust stuffed puffs. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, and until I see you guys in the next video, take care of yourselves and peace out.